Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and welcome back to a spring day in Cornwall, late spring. We're nearly in summer. There is a beautiful blue sky. There's a lot of traffic around because that's what happens in Cornwall during summer. If you want to go anywhere, you gotta leave about an extra hour. Good advice for traveling in Cornwall, especially during the height of tourist season. But, a couple of vlogs ago, I was talking about Patreon and how there is possibility of setting up a Patreon system. And I don't know, maybe getting some pennies, maybe getting some donations in order to cover things like the cost of electricity, which is very expensive in the UK, and it's going to get more expensive. Yeah, the computer does suck down quite a lot of power, especially when it's rendering videos. And also fuel costs. I mean, driving around like this, fuel just keeps going up, and I don't know why. Maybe they're making it out of liquid gold. Oh, I love gold. But yes. So the response was, we like the idea, but the idea of subscribing to like a Patreon system might not be for everyone, and I understand that. Times are tight, times are very hard, times are very expensive, and so what I did is I went away and I looked at it again, and I was just like, I better look at this whole thing again from scratch. So what I've come up with is a different system, and it's one called Ko-fi, and it has a donation page. And I think the suggested donation, or the one that's in the little box, will be like $3. You can just highlight that and change it to whatever you want. If you want to donate $1, that's fine, because even $1 is more than the channel has made in 9 years. And that's not hyperbole. It's never made any money, but it has cost quite a lot with like website hosting and stuff. Website hosting, domain registration, electricity, computer parts, games, cameras. Oh, that camera is not a cheap camera. So yeah, I mean, but it is a hobby, and I always feel weird about saying, you know, hey, could you guys throw something this way? So the idea is, there will be a Ko-fi donation page, and if you want to donate, that's great, that's fantastic. If you don't, or you can't, that's fine. The channel's not going to go anywhere. I will keep doing it as a hobby as long as I can. So that's, you know, don't feel bad. Never feel bad. I don't want anyone to feel bad. But to sort of gamify the system, and I was talking about it with my sister, literally just now, just before I jumped in the car, and I said, look, I have an idea. The idea is that if the monthly donations, so the donations over a month, reach $150, that's $150, and I don't think a single person can do that. I don't think a single person can big dog that, because that's a lot of money. It's not a lot of money, but it is a lot of money for one person. If it gets to over $150, I'll put a vote in Discord, and you guys would get to vote on the good, whether this next vlog is done in a Starfleet uniform, or the bad, whether this next vlog is done in a Disney princess dress. So the sweet and the sour, and yeah, it's basically gamifying the system. So adding stakes to the table. I could just not do that, and people could just throw money at the channel and just be like, yeah, so we just understand we're paying for electricity, and just helping you out a little bit, and that's fine. But by adding a little bit of danger, yeah, or at least the potential for danger, it gives you guys the opportunity to either be agents of good, because I really do like the idea of getting myself a proper Deep Space Nine uniform. And I do like Star Trek. In fact, this t-shirt, I don't know if you can really make it out, is a Starfleet Academy t-shirt. I do like Star Trek. Or whether I have to go online and order myself a Disney princess dress. And you know that if we're gonna do that, I would have to get all the accessories. You can't just have the dress without the gloves, and I guess the tiara? I don't know, I'd have to actually do some research. So, yes. Ironically, whatever happens, whether nothing happens and nobody donates, not a problem. Whether somebody donates a few bucks, cool, that's, you know, straight into electricity. Whether everyone gets together and goes, you know what, I have a plan. We'll move underground where they can't find us. The sewers are sweet and clean after the rain. Sorry, that's H.G. Wells. Yeah, so whether you guys get together and actually do that, which would be, I'm going to say weird, but in the context of I have social anxiety, so it would be in the car, and the car is my safe space. I do like the car. I do like the car being safe, so that's fine. Ironically, I would not want to go into like a fast food restaurant and order a burger and fries because of anxiety. So just because that's outside of the car. So just kind of a little peek inside the mental space. So it just means that it's non-destructive. So I don't have to go and do anything outside of the normal video schedule. It just means that the clothing may or may not change. And it does mean that I have to trust you guys to be agents on the forces of good. Or whatever Odo was. I think Odo was a chaos agent in Deep Space Nine. Certainly Quark was in Deep Space Nine. Good. Excellent. Well, oh yeah, I think with the Ko-fi link or Coffee link, that allows you to not only change the donation amount, but if you did want like a Patreon style system, you can do a recurring subscription if you wanted to do that. It's still weird for me to actually try and process this, which is why I'm just kind of mentally, even now, like, I still feel weird about saying this, but if you don't put up a donation system, then you get nothing. You get nothing! Oh God. Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Yeah. In terms of the channel though, what's going on? What is going on? Well, I was just talking to my sister because we are going to Sweden. So there's a group of people going to Sweden the end of next month. So that's going to be interesting. What we are doing is jumping on a plane with a bunch of tents. And so we're jumping on a plane with a bunch of tents and we're going to go and camp in someone's garden in Sweden. So I will be incommunicado. I will not have access to the internet. What I am doing is pre-recording a bunch of videos for a series which will be new and, well, something we haven't done on the channel yet. A video game, obviously. And I think if you were in James's stream, Cosmic Guppy's stream the other day, you might have heard me talk about the video series. So yeah, I have to pre-record, I think it's like 6 or 8 videos, so that you guys are covered for that period. I do think about you. I do like to make sure everyone's okay and has something to watch when they're going to sleep, I guess. So yeah, cool, excellent. I'm just driving around. It's lovely. It is a lovely day to drive around. For once, we're not foraging for food. But yeah, you cannot be in any kind of rush in Cornwall during the summer. And it does make driving to work very, very difficult because 11th of June, this place will be closed. It does mean that on the way home from work, you do get stuck in stop-start traffic on the main roads. I mean, it's just a fact of life down here. But Cornwall's beautiful. I would do anything to live in Cornwall. Yeah, about that. It is beautiful. But you will be doing a job for minimum wage. And they literally ink that as text, minimum wage. So whoever gets the job gets paid bugger all. Why? Cornwall is a bit of a weird place. The prices are the same as London, So house prices are start at about £250,000, just because the house prices went up, because all Londoners started buying them. We've got space behind us, so these people can cross when we are past. There's no point in us stopping in the road. Yeah, house prices are insane, food prices are insane, petrol prices are insane, everything is insane. But the wages are minimum. And what can I do? I like the sun, I like the space, I don't like living in a city. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird place, is Cornwall. But you do get to walk on the beach, so that's lovely. I do like walking on the beach. And the best time to walk on the beach is in the winter when no one is around. No one would have believed. And last year's the 19th century. Stop! Why do you keep dropping references? I don't know, it's a disease. I'm in my diseased state. No, it's because I genuinely love film. I love television and I love film. And I especially love old film. And that's what we were talking about last time. Everyone was quite enthusiastic to drop the titles of 80s films in the last vlog's comment section, and I was like, yeah, there are some films that even I haven't seen. So yeah, there's some 80s films that I really, if you want like a definitive list, go and watch the other vlog and look in the comments, because there's some good ones down there. I still like war games and things. What is this lad doing? Is he coming out? What is he doing? Alright dude, you can... Trouble is, when people don't use their indicators, we don't even know if their engine's on. Yeah, so there are some films that I need to watch. Oh, and Labyrinth. Why do you keep quoting Labyrinth? Because it's an excellent film and they just don't make them like that anymore. Jim Henson's Puppet Workshop, or Jim Henson's Muppet Workshop, I think it actually is. So yeah, they went on to make Farscape, of all things. So if you like sci-fi and you like puppets, go and watch Farscape. It is absolutely brilliant in terms of sci-fi. And when they cancelled the series, they wrapped everything up with a final film, which I thought was really, really well done. It's a nice way to tie things off, which is good. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for the time being, because I'm just kind of running out of things to do, and I'm finding myself having to dodge more and more traffic. Everyone's trying to get into or off of this road. So, yes, if you like these videos, obviously, let me know. Leave a like. If you haven't subscribed already, leave a little subscribe. Click the bell if you want notifications. Don't click the bell if you don't want notifications. The choice is ultimately yours. You are in control. It is your life, your power. If you think the idea, like the donation gamification idea, is good, say something. If you don't think it's good, don't say something. If you just want to sit back in the cut and watch how things unfold, don't say anything. Did we say do say something? I don't know. I'm trying not to run this dude over. So, yeah, I'll leave it there. Oh, we didn't run him over. How lovely. See ya. There's another cyclist and he doesn't even have... The cyclist doesn't even have a seat. No, he genuinely doesn't have a seat. He's just sitting on the pole. What? Oh no, there is a seat. What is going on? What is going on with my world?